Indigenous leaders in Hamilton are calling on the city to take a historic step. They say they want Hamilton to become the first city in Canada with a seat on City Council exclusively for an Indigenous representative. Al Sweeney explains.
At a City Hall news conference, these Indigenous leaders say Hamilton has the opportunity to offer new hope to future generations of Indigenous people.
This will set another mark in history for Hamilton as being a leader in Indigenous relations across Canada.
Their proposal is for a seat on Hamilton City Council set aside for an Indigenous person, someone who could provide that perspective when decisions are made.
It's important to have an Indigenous voice and perspective on all matters that are brought here, particularly those matters that have to deal with the land, the air, and the water. And an Indigenous voice is a voice of responsibility. Their
group, the Circle of Beads, came together after the violent arrest of an Indigenous man by police in 2022. But with things like art displays in the city reflecting Indigenous culture, they say Hamilton has been progressive and responsive in its relations with Indigenous people, and the new seat would offer a valuable point of view.
It would make a massive difference because an Indigenous person experiences life differently within the city here, and we need an Indigenous voice at that City Council.
They say it would take some changes to the province's Municipal Act, calling that colonial rules, and the details would have to be worked out. They have the support of City Councillor Cameron Kretsch.
Land acknowledgements and other kinds of things are great, but we want to have people here at the table making decisions with us and offering their perspective. And I think that's what you heard today from speakers, was that people want to make sure that Indigenous customs, perspectives, traditions are part of the discussion here at Council.
These Indigenous leaders will be taking this proposal to a meeting of City Councillors here next week.
For Indigenous people to actually have a recognized voice at the city level could make life a little easier for us and for the Indigenous community of Hamilton, because it shows acceptance and that we are equal.
They say it would make Hamilton a more inclusive and safer city. Al Sweeney, CHCH News, Hamilton.